Hello, lately it seems to me that Polkadot and the community is entering a new era. I mean, after Polkadot decoded, the energy in the community seems to be back, and Gavin Wood's talk served as a great boost to the whole ecosystem. Today I'm aiming to clarify what the completion of Polkadot 1.0 actually means, why it is such a big milestone for Polkadot, and what's coming next. Polkadot 1.0 is the version of Polkadot with all functionalities as they were outlined by Dr. Gavin Wood in his white paper in 2016, so the process of building, let's say, the first version of Polkadot started in 2016 and finished 7 years later this year. The mission for Polkadot 1.0 was to deliver secure, composable and scalable blockchain ecosystem, so Polkadot 1.0 was about breaking down those barriers between individual blockchains. Multichain future, right? Polkadot 1 was designed as the first blockchain ever to finally solve the current biggest problems in the blockchain space, which is mainly that well-known blockchain trilemma consisting of the security, scalability and decentralization. Blockchain trilemma still hasn't been fully resolved, right? Both Bitcoin and Ethereum are sufficiently decentralized and secure, but they don't scale. Imagine how forward-thinking Gavin Wood must have been back in 2016 when he left Ethereum Foundation to start all over again to build Polkadot, because at that time he already knew Ethereum will not scale in the future, and he was right. Polkadot 1 also introduced several core features like staking through staking dashboard, open governance, cross-chain communication or forkless upgrades. Arguably, the biggest value that Polkadot 1 currently provides to Web3 builders is the security, as each parachain gets the same high level of security as Polkadot relay chain itself. I entered the Polkadot Reco in spring 2021, and over those 2 years the narrative has mostly been about shared security and about interoperability between all these application-specific blockchains that are built using Substrate framework. So as I mentioned, most of these key features Polkadot introduced over that time serve well, some are currently questionable, and there are still some areas that need to be improved. I think most of these are exciting topics for builders and for techie community members, but less for general crypto enthusiasts. In my opinion, until now, overall, Polkadot ecosystem has been quite inaccessible, lacking dApps that would attract ordinary crypto users. Really, in terms of usable dApps that would actually allow users to use internet in a more secure and trustless way, until now, Polkadot didn't have too much to offer compared to some other ecosystems. But that's because the ecosystem is still very young and because the main focus was on building core future-proof infrastructure, and in this sense, no other blockchain ecosystem can really compete with Polkadot. So now, with that dApps-centric approach outlined by Gavin Wood as Decoded, this is going to change. With the arrival of Polkadot 2.0, this is when massive adoption and arrival of new dApps should begin. This recent Polkadot blog post summarizes the journey from the white paper to the completion of Polkadot 1 and outlines what's coming next on the journey to Polkadot 2. The completion and release of Polkadot 1 means that the codebase of Polkadot with all its runtime upgrades has been handed over to the community. The codebase of Polkadot has been transitioned to a repository which is managed by Polkadot Technical Fellowship. Technical Fellowship was established last year, and in simple terms, it is broad, open community of Substrate experts. The Fellowship replaced Technical Committee in the original Polkadot governance. So Technical Fellowship represents people who have proven to have some technical knowledge about the codebase of Polkadot and Kusama. All Fellowship members are ranked with the degree based on their technical knowledge about Substrate. So the fact that Polkadot codebase is now stored in the repository managed by the Technical Fellowship marks just another significant step towards full community governance over Polkadot, strengthening overall transparency and decentralization of Polkadot. So if you are asking me, given all the constant strong development in the ecosystem, the future of Polkadot is very promising, and I'm strongly convinced the best times are yet to come. The vision of Polkadot 2 is very ambitious, which makes Polkadot to be extremely well positioned to become the most secure and composable blockchain ecosystem, which will be friendly to developers and also regular users. While Polkadot 1 was based solely on the vision of Gavin Wood and Parity, the future direction, development and hence overall fate of Polkadot 2 will be determined by the entire community. So in this new era, the community will discuss major topics like voting power in OpenGov or burning mechanism of DOT tokens, and the community will always eventually have to reach a consensus on all those topics. If you feel that this concept of the community entirely determining the direction of Polkadot is a big experiment which nobody can really know how ends up, I would say I feel the same. Really, it is an experiment in a sense that there is a high level of unpredictability in terms of how Polkadot network will function, say in 3 years, and where the community is gonna take Polkadot. But this is what makes being part of Polkadot Eco so exciting. The good news is that we, the community, have a very high probability that Polkadot will still be around in 7 or 10 years, unlike some other heavily centralized ecosystems. So whatever your goals and motivation for being in the Polkadot ecosystem are, patience is all you really need. I'm of the opinion that chances for Polkadot to really drive mass adoption in the next 2 to 4 years are very high, judging by everything I've learned about Polkadot and other ecos within those past years. There are fundamental differences between Polkadot and other blockchain ecosystems in terms of the overall direction and vision, and these major differences are strongly in favor of Polkadot. I strongly resonate with the way Gavin Wood believes internet should operate. That's why I'm fully focused on Polkadot Eco. He is an amazing leader and his vision for the future of internet is extremely powerful. Definitely check out some of his less known talks on YouTube. So the bottom line is that for genuine innovative Web3 builders who are looking to build decentralized, unstoppable, trustless apps, Polkadot is here, providing them with all they could wish for. Thanks for watching and see you next time.